Merry readers, come cozy in. Let the story time begin with Robin and the Marys.
Hello Merry readers! Today I'm going to be reviewing a very special dust jacket set for the ACOTAR series that I got from BluelyBoo's shop on Etsy, and I'm really excited about them because I honestly have not been thrilled with any of these special editions that have come out thus far for ACOTAR. I do have the Night Court edition, I do have two versions of the original sets, and I've been looking at all of the other options that they have out there, and honestly none of them have felt special enough for me to really want to buy them. So I'm really excited. When I found these ones on Etsy, they immediately felt exactly like what I was hoping for in a special edition for these books. I just feel like these books are so beautifully written. There's such beautiful imagery that is part of each of the different courts, that's part of all of the areas that they go to, that I feel like there's just such a wealth of inspiration that could be used to make these covers. And I also love that these covers have a tarot card vibe to them, because if you follow me on Instagram you'll know that that's one of the styles that I use the most when I'm doing my own art. So I'm just really excited about these. I will let you know that if you don't live in the UK, you will have to pay some shipping to have them delivered to you, but in my opinion it's well worth it because they're printed on really nice glossy paper, there's some gold foiling involved, and it's just absolutely beautiful. And they're very easy to put on. It only took me about 5 minutes to do, so I definitely recommend, if you are looking for something a little bit more special to add to your collection, I highly recommend these. And if you're just here to take a look, that's okay too. I will let you know that the price of these, they are £77. So however that converts to what your currency is, and then in addition there is shipping. So for me they cost about $100 for me to get, and I know that that's a little bit pricey, but special editions are often much more. So when I was thinking about the prospect of waiting for a special edition set to come out that I actually really liked, I felt like this was a worthwhile investment right now because I just love these covers, and instead of waiting, I figured for now I could have something on my shelves that really reflects how special this series is to me. And if a special edition set comes out in the future, I will be happy to have that on my shelf too. So with that, I think we will get into the first book, A Court of Thorns and Roses. As you can see on the front cover here, there is a lot going on. I think it's really special the way that they designed this because it has what I'm assuming is the spring court on the cover, and I just love the color composition. So you can see the gold foiling, and it's just really special. And the back is more of a monochromatic pink color, and it has a really nice quote on the back as well. It says, "For though each of my strikes lands a powerful blow, when I kill I do it slow." So I really love that, and the spine is really lovely as well. So that is book number 1. The second book is A Court of Mist and Fury. This is by far my favorite book in the series, and as you can see it has a little bit of a different vibe to it. I wouldn't say it's so much of a Night Court vibe, but more of a Valaris vibe. So you can see on the cover it has the mountains and what I assume is the House of Wind, and I really love how it looks like a tarot card, If you follow my Instagram, you know that that's one of my favorite designs to make myself. So on the back of this one, in a similar style to A Court of Thorns and Roses, you can see that it is a monochromatic blue look on the back. And the quote is, "To the stars who listen and the dreams that are answered." And the spine is just as nice as the other one. The next book is A Court of Wings and Ruin. And so this one has the cauldron on the front, which I think is really special. And I really love the pink of this book. So the color scheme of all of these are meant to be a slightly lighter shade of the original cover colors, but with something intricate on the outside. So I really love that as well, because they actually show so clearly that there was a lot of thought that went into these to make them match the other book series. If you have the original, they won't look out of place. They look very thoughtful on the shelves, and they're just really beautiful. So I definitely love these. And the quote on the back of this one is, "Remember that you are a wolf and you cannot be caged." The next one, which I appreciate, I don't think it's the strongest book in the series by far, but I appreciated it as more of a Christmas episode or a holiday episode in the middle of the ACOTAR series, if you want to think of it like that. I think it makes it really fun, because I always appreciate the holiday episodes on TV shows, and I enjoy when books do something similar. So this one has what I assume is the townhouse on the front where they celebrate, or it could be the House of Wind, but I think it's the townhouse. And it has a more winter solstice vibe to it, with little snowflakes and some winter flowers and stars and presents. And it even has Farah's art set over here with a paint palette and brushes. And I just think it's really, really special. So this is one of my favorite covers, just because of all of the little details that you can see here. And on the back it says, "To the blessed darkness from which we are born, and to which we return." And again, I just love the design of the back of these. And the spine is really pretty as well. And finally, the last one in the series is A Court of Silver Flames. I loved this book too. I think this is my second favorite book in the series, because I really loved the amount of space and room that Sarah J. Maas gave to developing Nesta's character. I feel like it showed some growth in her writing style, and I really love the complexity of Nesta. So I love Farah, I love Rhys, but I really enjoyed getting to know more about Nesta and Cassian, and just the complexities of their relationship and her trauma, and just this book was definitely a lot of fun for me to read in that regard. So on the cover of this one, there's steps, there's what could be the library, there's a crown, there's the sword, the dagger, books, the harp, the mask. It's just full of details from the book. So I really appreciate, again, just all the little details that are on the cover of this one. And I love the color of the backdrop of this book as well. It's a very peachy color, and it's just very nice. So the back of this book says, "I am the rock against which the surf crashes. Nothing can break me." And it's just really beautiful. I also appreciate that even though each of these books are different sizes, they really took the time to design them in a thoughtful way, which when they're all together, which they would look like this on the shelf, you can see that they fit together so nicely. even though they are all a different size. So I think that it's just such a nice addition if you're looking for a more traditional or just a more unique special edition set to add to your collection for the ACOTAR series. I really think that these are wonderful. If you're like me and you love for your bookshelves to look really beautiful and just put together, and if that matters to you more than the original covers, then I think that these are a really great get. I also think that the craftsmanship is just really stunning and made with really nice paper that's more of a glossy paper. But if you like more of a matte look, I would say that these are not for you. They are very easy to put on. They do not come pre-creased, but there are instructions on how to put them on. It only took me about maybe 5 minutes to put all of them on, so it's very easy. There's not a lot of room for error, so it's quite simple to do, and I'm really excited to add these to my shelf along with my Night Court edition and my original set that I read. My original set are very well loved, and they show all of my tears and my rereads. You can tell the pages that I reread a few times because they're bent and the spines are creased and they just show a lot of love. So it's fun for me to have an edition that just looks as pretty as the series is, along with my Night Court edition, which are very powerful, and then to have the originals, which just hold a special place in my heart because those are the books that originally got me into this series. So I will be reviewing the Night Court edition. They are a very cool edition to have and I do enjoy them, so I will be doing that for you too. And if in the future I do find any other special editions, I will be sure to share them as well. And I'm also going to be doing a review of each of the books. I'm trying to decide whether to do it kind of chapter by chapter, section by section, something like that, because I have a lot of thoughts on the books and I'd really like to break that down a little bit more. So if you would like to give me your opinion on that or what you would like to hear from me, I would love to hear from all of you. I may do a little bit of both, where I start off in a more broad sense and then get a little bit more detailed as I get to parts of the book that I think are really important, and some of the spicier chapters I think deserve a little bit more time as well. So please, I would love to hear from you all, and please always like, share, subscribe if you haven't already. I really enjoy doing this and I love to hear from all of you, so if you haven't already, please follow along, and welcome to the Merry Readers.
So merry readers, close your eyes. Let the stories lift and rise. Till next time, when lights will gleam with Robin and the Merry Readers.